Alrighty guys, I'm getting hungry and I am going to cook a steak on my Otzi stove. That's right. I got this thing for a Christmas present like 2 years ago, and I just don't use it a lot. I don't really know why. Well, actually, I know why. I had a little trouble with it when I first got it, and then did a little research, because research is one of my favorite things to do. And I found out that a lot of people had the same problem I did. So let me show you the stove, and then I'll explain the problem, and then I'll show you the fix. All right, so what this is it's a collapsible stove. It comes apart, side pieces come out, the front piece, the back piece. You got a grill, and then you got a hot plate. And you'll see on YouTube, people will throw a bunch of sticks in there, and then miraculously, through the magic of YouTube, they cook something. Well, the problem I had with this was fire would go out. So I got to thinking, well, maybe what I need to do is ventilate it. So I put it on my drill press and I drilled a bunch of holes in it, hoping that I can get some air coming up through here to help for a better burn. Because it's like it kind of smothers itself out when you don't have these holes. And I have yet to try this since I've made this modification. So we're going to give this a try tonight. And I would like to say that Otzi is a very good company to deal with. I'll have to talk more about it maybe when I make breakfast. But let's just say the owner of the company went the extra mile for me when we had some trouble with shipping. But they make a carbon steel one, which I bought because I'm not a weight weenie. I don't give a shit what stuff weighs. They got a stainless steel one, and then if you got more money than sense, they make a titanium one. And if you get the carbon steel one, of course, you got to cure it. And what I did was I scrubbed it down with soap and water real good, got all the machining oil off of it. Then I coated it with cooking oil, and then I baked it at like 500 degrees for like an hour, let it cool down, coated it again, did the same thing. Now it's like Teflon. So what do you say I try to build a fire in here? Because what I've got here is I got me a nice steak that I vacuum sealed and froze. Now it's thawed out and it's ready to eat. So I'm going to cook me a steak on that. And then I'm planning on making some instant mashed potatoes and some brown gravy. And I'm going to smother the taters in gravy and steak and mushrooms. So let's see if I can get this thing going and make some dinner, right? So let me think this through. Okay, so what I got here, guys, is some of my wood that I got here is sweet gum because it's a good wood to cook with, and I got some pine to help get this started. So I'm going to throw some chips in here, throw some split up pine, and I did the splitting with this little mini multi-tool. I'll be talking about this later. Okay, so let's see here. Maybe put some cotton balls in here. Now, one thing I do know about this is don't use fat wood to start it up, because what happens is the fat wood gets hot and all the resin boils out of the fat wood and it runs all over the place. Yeah, true story. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing to blast off. There we go. This makes 2 cups. Okay. Yeah, I threw it on the ground, but guess what? I'll be picking it up too. There it is. All right, now I'm going to put about 1.5 cups of water in that. And then I don't remember the ratio on this. 4 servings. There's 2 cups of water in here, so 4 into 2 is 1/2 cup or so of water. So I'll put water in here and I'll make it work. One thing for sure, guys, it has been hotter than freaking hot out here. And it's going to get worse in a couple days. We're going to have heat indexes well over 100. I don't know what it was today, but I know it was supposed to be somewhere around 100 to 104. I know it was damn hot. Okay, so we'll put a lid on that. And let that sit there. This stuff cooks really quick, so I'm just going to kind of put the lid on that for right now. We'll see if we can't get this stove going a little better. It's taking off, but oh yeah, I forgot one of the most important things with your stove. Well, they give you this little shish kebab thing, which I'll do one of these days. One of these blowers here really helps. Anyway. Yeah, I think the holes in there is going to make all the difference in the world, because now the air can circulate and it'll burn. Now, I might use more wood. I don't know. I know I've seen on YouTube where people seem to have a magic recipe to do it. And I see people using charcoal, twigs, all kind of stuff. But, well, I reasoned it out, and this is what I've come up with, putting holes in it and ventilate it so it can get some freaking circulation. And right now it appears to be working pretty good. But I bought this for a couple of reasons. One, I seen a video of it where a person was similar to me, and they cooked a kick-ass freaking hamburger on there, and I was like, man, I need to get one of those. And then I've also seen people making like gourmet meals off of these, and I kind of halfway call bullshit on that. But anyways, my recommendation is I bought the one man. They say that this, I forget the dimensions, but it's big enough to fit in a saddlebag. And they say it's big enough for 1 to 2 people. I don't think so. It's barely big enough for one person. But I like it. I think it's a great stove. But if I was to get another one, I would order the next size up. This one's a Spark. I think the other one's an Ember. And it's a little bit bigger. They say it's for like 2 to 4 people. So I would think for 2 people, it would be perfect. And if you're worried about the weight of it, well, split it, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 pieces. You carry 3 a piece and deal with it. All right, guys, we're getting there now. I'm going to start putting the sweet gum in there. Now, once that burns up, that should probably be about enough to cook the steak. I might have to blow on it some more, though. And I never remember to bring this thing with me when I go camping. I wish I would, guys, because as you can see, it's way better than sticking your face in the fire or smoking up your hat. And now normally when I would put something on the grill, I would grease up the grill a little bit, but I'm not going to do that because when I vacuum sealed the steak, I dried it off real good, rubbed a little olive oil on it, and I put some spices on it. So it should be oily enough that I put it on a hot grill. It should be just fine. But yeah, them holes in the bottom, I can see it's burning. I can see stuff burning in the bottom instead of kind of like suffocating. In my opinion, that's what it was doing the last couple of times I used it, because I've used it like 3 or 4 times now. And it was like the fire was suffocating. So it only makes sense to open up a window, right? But yeah, I need to practice at the house with this, with the camera off, because I mean, I love the concept of being able to put a flat pack grill in the saddlebag, and then all I got to do is find a bunch of sticks about the size of my finger, which is the easiest thing to do around here, or most any national forest, because people are always looking for the big wood, and then they're breaking off the small stuff, and they don't pick that small stuff up. I always find lots of kindling out here. It's the big stuff that's hard to find out here because there's so much use. I don't want to start whining about the abuse and use that Dixon Field gets, but having someone stay down here full time that's not a homeless bum to keep an eye on the shenanigans probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So yo ho ho, let's blow some more. No, can't really speed things up, but I'm trying. And this wood is nice and dry. It's been riding around in the bag in the truck for, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. Alrighty, I think I got enough wood there, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this up on top. It's an adjustable rack, right? Let that start getting hot. I'll get my gloves because I know not to grab that here in a few minutes. There they are, okay. They was right here hiding on me, okay. That's pine, we don't want that. Okay. All right, we'll start cooking this next. Oh, that's not very stable at all. Almost feels like it's stuck to the bottom a little bit from sitting. I hope not. His eyes be looking forward to some gravies. Let's turn this down a little bit. Now, of course, if I wanted to be Billy Bushcraft, I'd sit this thing over here and do it like that, but that's not what we're doing here. I got a stove. We're going to do it the easy way. Although we may just do double duty with that. Get a glove out here handy to grab that with. Get my taters ready. Stir vigorously. Yeah, okie dokie. Ooh, boy, guys, it's getting hot cooking. All right, it's starting to thicken up some, guys. Yeah, I threw it on the ground. Don't worry, I'll pick it up. Well, maybe we didn't need the whole can. Tastes like gravy. All right, let's grab this hot boy here. He looks like he's about ready. Next in line is the steak. All right, guys, I'm fucking hungry, so we're gonna cook and char broil this thing, I guess. Why'd I do that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I might have. I don't know. All right, so the water's boiling. Let's make some. Let me put my glove back on. Let's make some. Let's not. I know that stuff will thicken up like freaking glue. And I don't know where the lid to it is. Dang it. There it is. Okay, so we got that right there. We'll let that sit a few minutes. See, now that's cooking down to some coals now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the second. Ow, 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 son of a bitch, that's hot. All right. Take the rubber doodad off. Put the rubber doodad back on because that little hatchet is razor sharp. Okay, we are going to slab this joker on there and see what happens. There we go. 7:45. A couple of minutes on that side. We'll flip it over and we'll call that good. I'll get my plate out here. One thing I like about these old clamshells, got everything you need. You got a skillet, you got a pot or a little pan to boil with, and a plate. I like eating off a plate, guys. And I don't mean a paper plate. Boy, I swear, I wish you guys could smell that steak's cooking. It smells delish. Ooh. All right, and that stuff's still boiling. So we'll just start putting taters in there till we got taters. Close. All right. Roasted garlic mashed potatoes. Smells pretty good. They probably taste like soap and garlic powder, but we'll see how that works. Okay, put the lid on that. Like I said, don't worry, I'll be picking that up. All right. Oh, that's looking good. Oh man, that's looking good. And I ain't fixing nothing special to drink other than ice water. And I already drank one of these full, but I brought, what did I bring with me? I brought 2 gallons in a quart, and I've already drank a quart, and I'm working on my second quart. I just don't feel like making any Kool-Aid, guys. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to put that down a little bit lower because oh man. Put this down a little lower. Let's see if I can do this without dropping or burning it. There we go. Don't try that at home, kids. I'm a trained professional. That's the one thing I did pick up from watching videos on these Otzi stoves was you can start cooking high and you keep dropping it down low as the fire dies down. But when you're putting, let me rephrase that. But when you've modified the stove, I don't think you need to do it as much because I look in there, coals are burning good. So once I figure out how much burn time that I have with a stove like this, I'll know how much cooking time, and maybe I won't need a stove. But I can't imagine me not bringing one with me just fucking because it makes sense to bring one, but we'll see, right? All right, so that's been cooking about 5 minutes. Let me see what it looks like on this side. Oh no, that's got to cook a ways. Alright. I think I might just put this right down on the bottom. There we go. Well, I want some grill marks on that thing. Let's just cut into this bad boy and see what he looks like. That's just about the way I like it. Alrighty guys, I know as usual it's probably getting dark. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but I am about to cut half of this off. Oh yeah, excellent. I'll set that there, and then I'm going to set this up here. Keep it warm. Okay, now And there's plenty of gravy left over for the other part of the steak. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but it looks like a damn good dinner to me. Steak, mushroom gravy, and garlic mashed potatoes. All right, here we go. Oh man, that is like knock your nuts off good. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna devour all of this, and I'll turn the camera back on. It's damn kind of good, guys.